It's takeoff on the latest leg of NASA's mission OMG, which stands for Oceans Melting Greenland. The Arctic island is melting faster than ever before. NASA says this month it lost 11 billion tons of surface ice in one day, enough to fill more than 4 million Olympic-sized swimming pools. It's down to global warming, but NASA scientists are trying to get to the bottom of exactly what's causing it. It's year 4 of a 5-year mission, and the project team has commissioned an old DC-3 warplane for this week's mission.
And it's been repurposed for science. It does a really fantastic job for us. We land in all these tiny airports, and we can carry a huge amount of cargo with it. So each one of these giant blue boxes is filled with probes, which we're dropping into the ocean and using to measure just how much the oceans are warming and how that affects the.
In a typical glacier, a layer of warm, salty water sits below a colder, fresher layer on the surface. It's this warmer, saltier water that reaches into the fjords, melting the edges of the glaciers. Warmer air above the surface is also eating away at the glaciers. Together, the warm air above and the warm water below are causing Greenland to lose billions of tons of ice daily in the summer. Part of the OMG mission is to drop probes into the ice to help figure out which is the bigger cause, warm air or warm water.
We have 3 different kinds of these probes. Each one transmits on a slightly different frequency. And that allows us to listen to up to 3 probes at a time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop, drop, drop.
Each year, the OMG team drop around 250 probes deep into the ice melt. The probes measure temperature and salinity before radioing back data to the team. This helps the scientists track how much warm water from the Atlantic is eating away at the glaciers from below, as well as how the warm air is attacking them from above.
It's gone all the way down to 700 meters, and it'll probably go to 8. It might even go to 1,000. A few of these fjords are that deep.
OMG annual surveys have been measuring height, thinning, and retreat of the glaciers. If the results show that water is playing a bigger role than the scientists currently think, it could mean that seas will rise faster than predicted.
We often think of Greenland's ice as sort of like an ice cube with a hairdryer. The air is warming up and that's melting the ice. But in fact, the oceans are doing a lot of the work too, and that means there's a lot bigger potential for Greenland to melt quickly than we anticipated before.
And that would spell bad news not just for Arctic, but for populations all around the world. This year's survey is set to be complete by September. That leaves a final year before results are collated, although the team hopes to continue the research until 2021 if budgets allow.